All right, guys. Welcome to React and Chill. You know what I like to do here on this channel. I like to react and like to wear the hat to what? Hide the fact that I'm balding. yes, I'm 40. I'm 41. It's time to get over that. No, actually, the real reason why I wear this hat is because this hair is so majestic. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Those sexy waves of perfectly healthy hair. Okay. You can get the wrong impression, okay? I don't want you to get excited and try to steal me away from my wife. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Let's do this. Bridear. I've been wanting to review this album for a long time now. I've been wanting to review this since it came out, since in June. And what's been happening is me not doing that, and because of, I guess, streams and whatever else I was doing, right? Yeah. So, but here we are. We're finally doing this, and I'm excited to do this. Okay. Now, when this album released, I listened to it then. In fact, to give you the context there, I was working out. Surprise, I do. And I was doing the cardio stuff, the elliptical. About 15 minutes in, I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I need something to power me through this. And I was like, let's check out the Bridear album, the new one. I checked it out, and it had a lot of momentum in the whole album. The whole album has like this steady delivery of just kick-ass momentum. Just do it. And this album powered me through that workout, the cardio and the weights and all that. And I felt great. And it dawned on me then, that's what this album is. This album just has a steady delivery of a very specific type of heavy metal. I'll get into that, okay? Well, there's a combination. There's a combination of stuff. We'll get into that. But overall, it's kick-ass metal. And I say that it's very fitting for working out or driving fast on a motorcycle or in your car or, disregard the law. You are the law, right? When you're listening to music like this, definitely. Don't do that. I don't want to get in trouble for that. Okay, the way you drive. Okay. But now we're going to get into this here. All right. So this album, Born Again by Bridear, there's 10 tracks on this album. Okay. And the way I rate albums is very, very simple. Okay. It's either will I skip this song always? Will I never skip this song? And will I sometimes skip this song? Always skipping a song is pretty bad. It means I do not like that song. Absolutely, right? Sometimes skip is this kind of I like it, but I don't like it as much as some others. And never skip, well, that tells you right there, right? Never say never, but in this case, it's absolute. Right? Okay. 10 tracks. Let's do this. Let's go into this, dive into this, and we'll see what our score is here. Now, we open up with Still Burning. And Still Burning is a really good song. Nice, cool guitar intro. I like the way it leads. The drums are kind of coming after it, coming behind. There's something about this song, the sound of it, it just reminds me of like a 90s era hard rock alternative metal sound that you would hear like bands like in Godsmack. And this feeling, this familiarity, it only becomes even more emboldened as the song plays on. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, this song, this album, it delivers that kick-ass metal. There's a lot of tracks that have this sort of sound to it, which is actually kind of refreshing. A lot of times, at least with the bands I listen to, a lot of it is like, power metal. But there are some power metal tracks on this album, but it is really not a power metal album at all. It's more like just kick-ass metal. I mean, that's how I would describe it. But this song is definitely one I would not skip. I like the lead into the intro, into the solos, and the cool down from the solos as well. Very cool what's going on there. Then we have Braver Words. Braver Words has some type riff action, accented by cool and dirty guitar bends. I think that Braver Words takes the kick-ass attitude of the prior track, Still Burning, and kind of reworks it with a more punchier, bouncy drum beat. There's like, I'll say this: both tracks are kick-ass metal. Okay, Braver Words sounds like it's more focused on kicking one person's ass, a specific foe. Okay, whereas the prior track was more like just general. I don't know. It's just something about Braver Words. It seems like it's more honed in. Okay. Either way, Still Burning and Braver Words, I'll let those songs play out. I would not skip them. Okay. Born Again. Guys, Born Again, I would skip this sometimes. Absolutely. Look, the guitar riff and the drumming is really cool. I like what's going on there. The song kind of reminds me of music I listened to in the 90s and 2000s, I guess early 2000s. New metal, actually. It reminds me of a band called Drowning Pool, which is not a bad thing necessarily. I like Drowning Pool. Old Drowning Pool was cool. But it kind of reminds me of that. And it's like, you know what? If I want to go for that sort of energy, I could just go for Braver Words or Still Burning. Okay. But there's a time and place for it, which is why it's sometimes skip. The thing I really like is that it has an expansive chorus in it. And there's a cool solo in this, actually. And gamer nerds like myself, and probably you as well. I mean, let's face it, the demographic for Bridear totally played Castlevania, right? Okay. I mean, I'd say, but it kind of reminds me of that. It seems fitting of that. Anyway, but yeah, it's sometimes skip. Cult, never skip. Never skip this one. I really like what's going on here in this song. They're singing and growls in it. The bass is more noticeable. The guitar work is more intricate than the previous tracks. The rhythm part, though, it's on the okayish side, but I think what really gives it that thing it needs to make it never skip worthy is just the guitar line that you hear throughout this for various parts of the song. Right, it's very nice. It's bright. I just like what's going on there, and the voice too is really good. Now the solo is cool. Don't get me wrong, but there was a part in the song in that solo section, right, the build up and the cool down from it, and it's like the song wanted to breathe more, and I felt. Now, it's already never skip, but I think the one thing this song could definitely use when they play it live is to let that part in the middle kind of breathe a little bit more, because I think they could do something with that to make a pretty trippy sound. I don't know. It just seemed like it was going there, but it didn't for time reasons. Anyway, Empty Mind, I should say. Never skip category here. I like the slow delivery. The drummer in this song is not racing to see how many beats per minute she could put in there. Instead, she is taking a more methodical, slower approach, which makes a gratuitous use of well-timed spacing with fills and change-ups. Gratuitous. Wow. Did I use a thesaurus for this one? When I write scripts, it's a little bit better, right? Hey, look, it's a good song. It's a good song. I definitely would not skip it. Okay. But also I felt like the song is driven by the drum and bass. Like the rhythm really drives the song. There's like these cool stop and go sequences during the verse. Okay. And a lovely singing voice. So I'd never skip category there. Then we got Scar of Reunion. I wrote Scar R Reunion, but it's Scar of Reunion. This song, though I did not get the title right, is awesome. We got our power metal song in here, and it's well done. It is well done. There's only 2 tracks on this album that are power metal. This one's definitely power metal. It is like the gothic variety. It is so good. Oh my God. It is great. Oh man. Whew. The guitars take really good lead in this. The drum and bass are just amazing. Oh, man. And the twin guitar solos, the way they're dueling. Love it. Love this song. I already mentioned like Castlevania for like gamer nerds, and that's yeah. It definitely fit that game 100%. 100%. Then we got Real is Real. Let me just put this. We got Real is Real and Fight It Down. Okay. Real is Real and Fight It Down are both tracks I would sometimes skip. Okay. Real is Real comes off of a really awesome power metal track, and I think it's cool to get a break away from power metal at times. But I felt like this song, I could listen, or I could skip it, or I could go back to Scars of Reunion, or go to maybe Still Burning, or skip it to go past even Fight It Down and go to No Angels. Now, Fight It Down is also really cool at times, but sometimes it's like, okay, that's cool. And Fight It Down has some cool techniques going on with the guitar work. I don't really know what they are. I don't know what to call it really, but there is a particular character to this song that is noticeable. But knowing that No Angel is coming, I will definitely sometimes skip this song. I have skipped this song at times for No Angel. No Angel kind of reminds me of Empty Mind off this album. It's like that. It has that kind of stop and go formula there in the verse, except it starts off like symphonic metal. We have strings going off in here. We got like cool sounds going. Okay, this organ playing. All right, I like what's going on here. First song to do that on this album, so it is kind of like a whoa. We're just experimenting now, are we? What's this, huh? All right, there's a little bit of variety there. I like that. I like what's going on, but it's not too far off, right? It kind of all stays in metal, right? Very cool, very cool. But I feel like you have a really good use of the stop and go, like I said there. I just think also what stood out with the combination of the meaty bass is kind of like a clang to it, and the way the snare sounded in the song was a nasty combination, and very cool use of pitch harmonics, and just mean, nasty guitar work, and very cool solos, man. Very cool solos with an awesome cooldown. The cooldown for this solo might be one of the best on this album. It might be. Either way, it's a never skip for me. Then we go Die Like This. Die Like This is the last song on the album. And the way this song starts, it's just mind-blowing, okay? This is not just the last song. It's not just closing song. It is the final song. This song is the final song. Video game reference coming in here. I've been playing a lot of Chrono Trigger, an awesome role-playing game. There's a character in there called Lavos. The reason I'm saying this is because this music sounds like final boss music. This song, the way it starts and the way it plays throughout, sounds like it's very fitting to be the backdrop music for an epic, awesome boss battle that spans that goes beyond time and space. A boss battle is something far beyond. I'm just saying something epic here. This song is bold and built on this captivating structure, and it is filled with this solid delivery with wicked guitars and great drumming. It just has this energy to it. It's like, oh man. And the vocals, oh man, the voice is good. Even the guest vocalist, I wrote it, Nick Knight from Dream Evil. I don't know what that is, but I'm curious to check it out though. Overall, we have 10 songs here. 10 songs. Okay. If you're keeping track of the score, it's 8.5. 8.5 out of 10 songs. So that's easy. You don't have to do any little like percentage thing. It's right there. 8.5 out of 10. All right. So we're looking at 85%. Not bad. Not bad. Some of you guys might say it's a little higher. Some guys might say it's lower. This is what I think of it, okay? And I gave you the breakdown. I gave you how I look at this. Now you let me know. Using the same sort of formula here, what songs would you skip? What songs would you sometimes skip? And what songs would you never skip off this album? And let me know what your ranking is, okay? I'm curious what you come up with in the comments section, and I'll read it, and I'll join you in those conversations, all right? With that said, you guys take it easy and have a good one.